We're live, I think. I see us. It looks like the stream hears us, or at least OBS hears us. That's what counts. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to the goddamn show. We're here to play some Alien tonight. We do hear you. Thank you, Eddie.
Yay.
There are a lot of fantastic names in chat. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Yeah, we're gonna play some Alien. Last session, we concluded, well, you did the hard part of your latest piracy job, intercepting some Sikhs and transports that were manned entirely by synths, and you did so by disguising your ship in the corpse of a space well, riding it in at ramming speed, launching Taggart and an escape pod onto their ship. What else craziness happened?
We claim to be health inspectors.
You claim health inspectors.
Health and safety.
Yeah.
Did you mention the puppeteering of the giant space whale?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That was
that's
a
what Big Mac was
puppeteer.
doing. He was on the top.
Made it seem like it was the one talking.
Yeah.
And then he was basically Scorpion lashing from Shuttle to Shuttle.
Yeah, he was using those chains to... I think I described it earlier as he was fucking Kratosing. Scorpioning is also good. I don't know. If I had to pick a fight, just nostalgia, I think I would pick Scorpion. That's what I grew up with. Anyway, it's fucking crazy. Everywhere. It was Mikey, I think, who hit a synth in the NAD so hard that it died.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I found the off switch.
Yeah.
You broke it right off.
Yeah. Anyway, let's do some introductions and then we'll play this game and figure out what's going on now. So let's start off with our captain, Jeff. Who are you playing?
Yo, what do you want? Hey, I'm Captain McMurphy, former Colonial Navy, highly decorated, usually with glitter and other party favors. They never really gave me a medal, but they gave me a nice big certificate. It says Section 8 on it. It might not literally say Section 8. I don't really know what it means because they didn't really give it to me. They just put it in my file, and then they sent me off to a moon, and apparently there was like treatments and stuff, and they shocked me with a few things. I saw things, you see. And then that's where I met Mikey's mother, down in that moon asylum, you know. The men, we were in the B wing, women, they were in the A wing, and we'd meet at night, you know, in the cafeteria when no one's looking. Very romantic. You want to hear more about it, Mikey? I can tell you everything. It's all coming back to me.
Okay.
I can tell you about the birds and the bees. Want to know about the birds and the bees? Let me tell you about the birds and the bees.
Do they have guns?
They had guns. They always had guns. So many guns. But anyway, long story short, Mikey's my butt baby. And then lo and behold, here I am making sure that little son of a bitch. I'm sorry, that was wrong of me. That was terrible. She wasn't. She was a sweetheart. She was a wonderful woman. Making sure he gets everything he needs. And you know how that works. Yeah.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. First, yes, Too Old, thank you for the heads up. I did forget to get you all sorted, but it's sorted now. Also, Adam, thanks for that sub. And I like that this has come out today, there, Captain, because also in the chat, there was a theory that was floated by that Crispy might actually be your father.
It could be.
So there's this generational thing happening on the Bloody Buzzard, and
he does definitely owe me money, and that is something that my father does. So, yeah, I think it's probably true, to be honest. As you can see, if you take a look at the portrait of Crispy, he's got those 6 fingers. Now, I didn't inherit that. He had 6 fingers. My mother had 6 toes. So, you know, they were both strange. And so I was probably screwed up from the very beginning. You know, and here I am.
Yeah. That's amazing. Absolutely. I moved in a little bit so people can hopefully get a better look at the family comparison between Crispy, McMurphy, and Mikey.
Yeah, they had an extra finger for for my father, extra toe for my mother, and I got an extra dick, and Mikey's got an extra butthole. So that's all great. There we go.
Oh, I love it so much. So, John, who are you playing?
Yar, I be Collins, the first mate. And Mikey hates my guts, and that's okay. I don't like him much either. But yeah, I'm the first mate. The captain usually asks me to talk in the pirate accent, so I do. I appear to be the only sane one on the ship. I don't know how that happened. I'm not really that sane. I did lose an arm in an airlock door once, but now I have this new arm. It's very fancy now. I spent a lot of money on it. And there we go. That's it. That's all I know. I know the captain from way back when. Oh, I used to be a colonial marshal, but I like money and bribes are great, but yeah, money.
Yeah.
I like that you just said that you made it canon that the reason you talk like a pirate is because I expect you to. That's so perfect. That's exactly right. That's a weird ship.
This is the best start of a session I think I've ever experienced. This is amazing. Oh my gosh.
I'm here to bring it down back down to normal.
So Dan,
Tag it. No one talked to you yet. Jeez.
Oh, shit. Dan, who are you playing? And tell us about your belly button.
I'm playing Taggart, and I think he still has it. I don't know if he's gotten rid of it just yet. I mean, like we talked about it.
He got rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have time for it unless it's like a quick in and out job there.
Oh, it's quick in and out. Super duper.
The in and outy job.
Yeah. How did I lose? Oh, because it's in the handouts folder. That's why. Because her name is Gracie, right? Yeah, Gracie. The lady who runs Tortuga. Yeah, she definitely paid to have your belly button removed.
Yeah, Taggart may not have enough mental activity that you can put him on the scale of sane or insane. So, I mean, there's that going on.
Yeah. And sadly, Bert can't be with us tonight. Bert's playing Big Mac, the ship's cook / mechanic / Heisenberg. And he ran across a hangar bay full of enemies and got his leg blown off for it. It might have been a good plan if it worked, but it didn't. Yeah. And we'll just keep this family, tree going on. Jeremy, who are you playing?
I'm playing Mikey, proud butthole baby of the cat. I understand the confusion. I do only have one butthole, but I actually paid to have his belly button put next to mine, and like it kind of looks like a butthole. So I understand the confusion. But I'm all grown up. I'm amazing. I'm a pilot. I'm a marksman. I'm a barrister of space whale law. I'm a motherfucking health inspector. I punch synths so hard in the dick that they die. Cap is such a good role model. I'm learning so much.
You are. He taught you how to space people?
Oh my God, yes. I want to play bad cop again.
Yeah, he had you blow someone's foot off?
Yeah. That was a little awkward, but I did get his bullet back for him.
You did.
These are all the lessons Crispy never showed me when I was a boy.
Oh. If he is my grandpa, if the time comes, can I do that?
Do you space him? Of course. Yeah,
Oh
no
my
problem.
God.
Captain, that's how you get your money back from your dad, is you have your grandson get it from the grandpa. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
I am a barrister now.
Give their grandkids money. That's it's like a law or something.
Space law. Like I said, I'm a barrister. I get it. Okay, you don't have to repeat what I already said.
There's that rivalry. Very good. Very good. So yeah, last session was a very intense and wild bit of combat. And that's kind of where we're picking up, wrapping up after that. I did ask the crew here, because initially you sent Crispy off an escape pod, and I don't remember why.
It was to pick up Taggart.
Oh, and he just went the wrong direction. But I asked the crew today, and Captain McMurphy said they recovered the space pod, the escape pod. So Crispy's back.
I mean, if he
What?
was in there, fine.
Yeah.
You know, that's good. But I mean, it's a perfectly good,
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah.
Not to waste it. You know.
So going over the status of things, you all have managed to capture 3 Seegson transport vehicles. Reviewing my notes, one of them has a reactor leak. Adam, thank you. That is a banked something. Oh no, that's healing a point of stress. I remember how things work. I will record that for the captain's leisure. Yeah, one of them has a reactor leak. The other 2 have engine failure. One of them has their sensor suite completely out, and the other 2 have massive hull breaches. And as for the bloody buzzard, you all fared better, but your thrusters are out, your engine is out, and your displacement drive is out. So you all are, at the moment, dead in the water.
All right. Griff, Mac, you know what to do. Get your asses on it. Get this bird up in the air. And I don't mean air litter. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Get it going. Put it together. Come on.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll.
No, Mac, you can't eat a synthetic leg. What's wrong with you? No, you can't put it. No, you can't put it in. No, we're not going to eat
milk, Mac.
synthetic leg.
It's not milk.
It's not. Oh my God.
Don't drink it.
You're going to get real sick. You're going to get real.
Oh, yeah. Crispy, get the bucket.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You got it. I come shuffling over with a bucket. I'm helping. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to roll that twice. That's fine. All right. 4 successes between the 2 of them. You all are going to be stranded for probably 4 or 5 days. You've got plenty of provisions. You spend the time kind of securing the other vehicles, sorting through your loot that was on them, and getting them, anchored up to the bloody buzzard. That way you can haul them back. It's definitely nowhere near as robust of a haul as the last one. The ships are very cheap, very lightweight ships. Anything, like, you can tell these ships were designed for synthetic transport or being manned by synths. Life support, minimal gravity. I mean, anything used to make traveling in space comfortable has either been downsized or eliminated altogether. No supplies on it. No food. But there is a decent amount of scientific equipment. All of it is very much designed repair parts for deep space listening, telescopes, things like that. Very specialized kind of equipment. The other things that you get are a few small deliveries, essentially, like care packages, letters from home, things like that, to the staff that these transport vehicles, this research station they were traveling to. So with that, I mean, like, I would presume you would all, of course, go through that. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any scents that are, functional enough that if somebody was just a real quality person, they could mess with them, maybe try and change up some of their programming a little bit?
I'm going to say yes, but it is going to require a combination of a ComTech role and a medical role. Just kind of tying both of those together.
Gotcha. Because I want to take one of these things and reprogram it to think that it is a Spacewell health inspector. And so the next time it ever sees a health violation, it will just scream at top volume, health inspection, motherfucker.
I love it.
Just to confuse the living daylights of the next people that meet them.
So I'll tell you what, I'm going to have Doc roll the medical test. Unless one of you want to do it, then of course you're welcome to. Doc would be setting at a an 8 on that roll.
I mean, I guess that's pretty good, but I have spent probably the most amount of time in a hospital of anyone on the ship.
That is
A
true.
mental hospital. It was roughly 27
You-
years, but that's
you
not
wanna-
the point.
Give it a try there, Captain. Be a
No.
bonding experience for you and the boy.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Okay.
Okay. I can do
We've
this.
got this.
All right.
Yeah. I can do this.
Here's what I want. So, Mikey, you're giving me Comtech.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, you're giving me medical. I want
Yeah.
3 successes.
Oh yeah.
If you give me
Yeah.
3 successes between the two of you.
Question.
Yeah.
Am I still panicked?
No, there's been enough
You
time.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Clear that out.
Stress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably
That's like 6
clear
points
out
of stress
stress
there.
as well, because combat's been over. You've been on the ship for a day or so, kind of getting things put back together. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get us
I got
a
it.
set.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
First roll.
Okay.
That's 1 success.
One success
I'm gonna
on medical.
push.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push. That's 3 successes. I'm gonna push again because apparently it's under empathy, so I can. So
Shit.
isn't that hilarious? So
Yeah.
I think I can roll.
Um.
What is that?
So you'll just
You
do
have
one
to toggle
2d6.
to allow multi-push.
Yeah.
Or you can roll it by hand, 2d6.
3d6, because you'll have a stress.
I think it's
die
gonna be
in there as
3d6 because
well.
I have a
Oh, yeah.
stress.
Yeah,
I'll just
last
roll
die
for
will
it.
be the stress
Amazing.
die.
Okay, no good. All right,
Okay.
still got 3 successes. Though.
3 successes.
Wow.
That's just the medical.
I know my way around a hypodermic needle and scalpels and drugs.
All right.
Oh god.
4
Oh god. Oh god.
successes
Dad's
total.
doing so great, and I can't screw this up. Oh god.
Go ahead and give me that panic roll. Nervous twitch. Okay. So you and the captain take your point of stress. I'm gonna say with you did great. You got more successes than I wanted. You have indeed cobbled together one of these scents. Looks kind of Frankenstein-y, but it's functional, good clothing, maybe not so noticeable. Who is a proud believer that they are a practitioner of whale law. And any legal matters that come up, they will gladly represent you and they will fight for justice and the, continuation of a lawful whale society.
Mike, you did a really good job. You
Mike,
really,
you did
really
a
good
nice
job. I'm very
Oh
proud
my,
of you.
but
But
you're stitching over here? So good.
yeah. Well, it was a very abusive asylum. So
Oh,
and they didn't really
Yeah.
stitch us up, so we had to stitch ourselves. It was a very kind of do your own.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for this guy?
That's what I was about to ask.
What do you think, Mike?
Oh, man.
What we're gonna call him
let's call him Moby.
Moby.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
That
like
big?
that old school techno guy that everyone forgot about.
Exactly. Yeah. Just something about the east side or whatever.
Yeah. And he's got a very slick, smooth, bald head, so it's probably perfect.
Exactly.
Good.
Also, this is
Yeah.
probably the one that I punched in the dick, so it's Moby Dick.
There
Yeah,
we go.
you sharp as nails, you sharp as nails. So proud.
Yeah.
It's real good work.
Hey, Chuck.
I earned it through all the genetics.
With some of this deep space scientific equipment, could we modify our sensor array to have better sensors?
Yeah, I like that. That's a good thing. Yeah, absolutely. Will be, of course, a Comtech roll.
Sure thing.
Let me take a look at the buzzard. So right now, you're... Is that the signature rating?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right. Your signature rating's 1. You've got a few days to spend on this. You've got some really great equipment. Yeah, go ahead and roll that out.
I'm gonna push that.
You don't manage
nothing.
to break anything.
Yeah. I was hoping.
It turns out it's tough to work on this
Yeah.
stuff.
You know,
Oh, do you want me to get the kid on that?
Oh, by all means.
God.
Wait, what's going on? I was teaching Moby a
No,
dance.
it's don't worry about it. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Go play with Moby Dickless.
It'll detect a black hole, but that's about it. That's all we got. We already knew where that
Useful.
was.
So
I mean, it's a useful skill.
I've got the NPC for Moby, the whale lawyer. I don't know. I'll stat it out later. Actually, I need to move him down too. Let's move him up into your pirate character sheet right there. Okay, I'm working on the image, and tonight's a night where Midjourney's just really out there. And
Like, you
it's,
know what we should do?
yeah. What do you got?
We should take Moby Dickless.
Mhm.
And we should put him in the microwave, so that when Taggart goes to heat up his MRE, there he is. He's gonna come up and he's gonna say, "Health inspection, motherfucker."
Yes.
Love it. Is that what you're gonna do?
Sure.
One of you needs to give me a command test to fully convince Moby Dick to get in the microwave.
Okay. Now listen,
Mhm.
kid.
Right.
This is how you tell someone what to do.
Right.
All you have to do is you have to convince them that they're good at it. You know, they want to do it. You don't really want. You know, you want to tell them that like that's the place for you. You know, and so you just go up to them and be like, "Hey, listen, Moby, we got a special place for you. We want to welcome you to the crew. We want you to feel like you're one of us. We all of us here. You know, we got our own special places. You know what I'm saying? We got our own rooms, quarters, that sort of thing. Got our crowd pods, etc. Max got his kitchen.
Yeah.
We want you to have a place. We want you to have a place. And so you know what? This is what we did. That microwave right over there, that's yours, man. That's yours. Nah, don't thank us. Man, thank us. Why don't you go ahead and take a look at it? Take a look inside. What do you think? Why don't you get onto that microwave?
Okay.
Go ahead and roll it.
That's 2 successes.
Yeah. Thank you, Captain. I greatly appreciate this.
You got it, Dickless.
I know that you said thank you was not necessary, but in the tradition of the great Beluga, I would like to give you a formal show of gratitude. Thank you. He opens the microwave. I don't even, because scents are strong, right? I regret everything. This is amazing.
Break our microwave.
Yeah, it's fine.
Imagine he's
I don't
got
even like that
his
thing.
head through the top and his arms through the sides, and like a foot through the bottom of it, and it's
We can
just
just
going to be
detach his head and
around.
put it in there, you know?
Ah.
This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. He's going to give me a close combat test. He fails. As he's trying to, like, put one foot, because I'm imagining, like, you know, this is like an industrial kitchen style microwave. So it's larger, right? It's not your standard kitchen mic. Puts one foot in, tries to... This does not appear to be fitting. He tries to back into it. This does not... I do not...
We got you. We got you, Moby. You see, what you don't realize is your space whales are modular. You know, we can take you apart piece by piece. So why don't we take your brain, the most important part?
Yes.
Just take that, just detach it, put it in there. You know, we'll set your body aside. We'll
Very
need
well.
it later. You know.
Very well.
All right, Mikey, take his head off. No. I mean, like you can use a tool.
Use your tools,
Right.
Mike. I'm not
Gotcha.
going to make you roll for this. You do it. Time goes by.
You're so fucking
Collins,
smart, Dad.
please give me an observation test.
One success.
Okay, that's fine. As you're approaching the microwave to heat up that night's serving of, freeze-dried Salisbury steak that needs to be rehydrated, it looks like someone left something in the microwave. Maybe a bag of popcorn. You're not sure. How do you handle this?
Hey, is the door open or is it closed?
It is closed.
Okay. I'll look a little closer, see if I can see what it is.
You, sure enough, lean up. And it is a synthetic head. Standing there, just watching you with eyes wide with anticipation.
Collins kind of looks around the mess hall.
Anyone who's trying to be nonchalant, shit. Give me a manipulation test.
Tiger doesn't understand subtlety.
Please roll me your stress test. Collins, you can see Mikey is alight with excitement and anticipation. Like it's that scene from Jurassic Park as he's trying to eat his Jell-O and his hands just, as he's watching you, eyes wide.
So Collins will get a coffee mug out and he puts his back to it but bumps the panel, kind of randomly punches in a bunch of numbers and then presses start without opening the microwave. And just leans up against the counter with his coffee cup.
As Captain Mikey Taggart, you hear the whir of the microwave start up. And you hear a high-pitched, whale-like scream of pain. As it's rotating, so it's got that siren-like effect where it gets a little louder, a little quieter. And eventually, there is a boom. A few sparks from the microwave.
Huh, looks broken. I'll have to fix that later. They just walk out.
Now what?
Taggart's gonna go check the food.
Taggart, you go and you open the door. And there is a mostly melted synthetic head. Synth eyeballs have popped. Its synth teeth have drifted out of its mouth. Health inspectors! Health inspector!
Just get a paper towel and just kind of
As you knock it out. Is that what I'm presuming you're doing? Cleaning it out?
Yep. I mean, the food might still be good.
As Moby, the space whale lawyer, his mostly melted head, somehow still functional, drops onto the ground with a splat and deforms some. So now he's very kind of oblong. House Inspector! Out.
Is the food any good or not?
It looks like someone microwaved a bunch of tapioca.
Oh, well, just drop it on right on his head. Inspect the health.
Okay, we're gonna do a little scene jump because that was amazing. A day or two later, Big Mac and Griff have finished repairs.
Have they fixed the kitchen yet?
The microwave has been repaired. It still smells a little bit.
Smells like burnt scent.
As now the Moby wanders around the ship, bumping into things with his melted, malformed head, blind.
Hey, we'll get him
Anything
an
he
update
bumps
later.
into, Helder Spectre. It's like it's all like it's just
Guy's so dedicated.
if there was ever something that Defenders of Cobalt needed fan art of, it was Moby, the whale lawyer, and his melted head. Anyway. Oh, I can't wait to bring this back later. Good God. As you get the notice that you're good to set out, the buzzard between the spare parts and the other two ships. The other two ships have been they're husks at this point. They've still got the goods in them, but all of the systems that were damaged and destroyed. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. Just health inspector. Thank you. But it's yeah, it's you're set up. You're good to haul these three vehicles back. The Bloody Buzzard is back up to proper functional order. Let's go ahead and reset its hull rating back up to 11. And my son is having a blast in the other room. I don't know if that's coming through the stream or not, but
Not really noticing.
okay. So. Oh no, I'm sorry, Steven. Now what do you all want to do? You've got your three ships, you've got cargo. The ship's worth something, sure. That's fine. Not as worth as much as they would have been originally. What do y'all want to do?
Well, I mean, I guess bring them home. Make some money.
Yeah.
Is that the plan?
Captain, what do you think?
Someone say making money. What was that?
Yeah.
Do we dig into the databases for these things? Do we get like all the info, any sort of secret info on there?
Oh yeah,
where
because
they're
they are
headed?
SIGs and cents. They've got
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm. They way out. They're way out in the middle of nowhere and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Anything we're getting?
So, as far as information from the Sense, they had very limited knowledge. They didn't have access to anything other than basic shipping lanes. And you actually come to the information that these are ships licensed and contracted by Sigson, actually owned by a third party. Crispy would be very enthusiastic to point out that that's the third party that wanted to get out of the contract by hijacking these ships. Insurance payout nullifies the contract. He's free. But really, there's not a lot of detailed, worthwhile information in these things. Definite shipping lane information, which might be worth quite a bit to you. As the owner of this company that was being contracted out by Siegson does run a lot of different trade routes through different places in the in the universe. Pretty much all of them are this kind of synth managed operation where he doesn't have much overhead as his employees don't require paychecks or health insurance. So yeah, if you wanted to follow up with this and later, I'll definitely say you're able to kind of pull those navigation charts, get information on other of these transport vessels that you could definitely dig in on later. In fact, why don't you go and give me a comtech on this?
Yeah. I can do that. Not bad. Yeah. That's 2 successes. That's 2.
Yeah.
That's two successes.
Oh, your nerves of steel.
Please.
You actually find a couple of runs in their database, kind of reaching into the same region of space that your initial run in with I don't remember the name of the ship, but where they were hauling military equipment to reinforce the companies for a lot of their mining operations and whatnot, as the workers were starting to form up resistance against the oppressive nature of their work environments. And you do get a couple of logs on a couple trade routes going that way. These routes on the information for the ships that you pull, they are larger ships. They are actually manned by people. You don't get any specific details, but there's plenty of cargo space, but there is a larger passenger count. You're looking at, 2 to 3 cents to run it, a captain to oversee it, a couple other minor crew people, and then usually setting it like 10 to 12 passengers along these things. And it shows that passenger count keeps at the same level between their delivery and heading there and coming back.
So what do we do here? We could head back, try to get rid of, salvage these things, get the cash for these things, or we could,
getting paid probably wouldn't be so bad. It's not, a whole lot, but it's still something.
Sure.
I mean, if we head back and we sell, do we want to put some money into the buzzard? If we know that there's somebody out there gunning for us, I mean, maybe getting some extra armaments or armor or something.
Yeah.
Might not be a bad idea.
For Moby. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Big microwave.
Big
Could
one.
just walk-in microwave. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they make those. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds good. Why don't we do that?
Sure.
It's never gonna say no to making money. What do you think, kid? You want to head back to Tortuga? You wanna?
Yeah. No, I love the idea of making money. I want to use some of my money to pay somebody to give Moby a belly button.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
Wow. You just you raise them. You never really know if they're picking up the lessons and stuff like that. But then when they just have the opportunity, they just do the right thing. He just does the right thing. It's so good.
Could have given him my belly button.
Mikey claimed that.
I don't want to give him a piece of shit. I'm sorry, Taggart.
So quick on that.
All right, kid. Go ahead, set the course. You know what to do.
Yeah, okay. I gotcha. Am I still panicked, or has it been a couple days?
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, clear it out.
Okay.
In fact, if that's your intention to head back to Tortuga, we can go ahead and we can fast track that. Y'all cryo, Captain, you take your shifts here and there, walking the ship, making sure everything's in order.
Are you sure you don't want to let Moby?
No. I got this. It's my ship.
Okay, Captain. I just saying it's not good for one's health to just stay awake during the FTL travel, sir.
My mind's impervious to these types of things.
Okay.
Like a steel trap.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What was I talking about?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It'll be fine. The buzzard is.
You want me to do it?
No.
You sure?
No.
All right.
Yes. I'm sure. You're a
All
sweetheart.
right.
You're a sweetheart. You're a good guy. But no. I got this.
Okay. Yeah. This trip is completely uneventful.
Well, except for the fact that Cap's gonna go mole hunting.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna go through everyone's shit. Everything.
I love
He's got plenty of time. He's gonna go through all their stuff.
And
He's gonna go through all their communications.
yeah, I would like to point out at this point that you're also, at least you're not alone, because you've got Moby to keep you company.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Look at him. All right,
Health
now listen,
inspector.
Moby. Oh, that's perfect. Here's what we're doing. We're inspecting because we're looking for a mole. It's like a vomit, like someone getting all up in your soup.
Yes.
You don't want that. And there's one of these possibly on the ship. So we're gonna take a look. You and me.
He receives his orders and he promptly marches off, ready to do it, right into a nearby wall, of course, because he still doesn't have eyes.
Sure.
He does, however, start relying on some of his other senses, mainly the ability of certain whales, all whales really, to rely on echolocation, which is nice because you can always tell exactly where Moby is as he wanders around the ship making high-pitched keening style noises.
And I think over the course of the days in which everyone else is in cryo and it's just McMurphy, I think McMurphy does the same high-pitched, weird frequencies back to him. And I think we develop a language.
I think, oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, now.
I need a test. I need a test.
Hey. What do you need?
Observation. I need observation.
Okay. Now I don't have anything observation.
That's
So,
fine.
But who needs it? I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Sure enough, somehow you and Moby over this time, maybe it wears on you a little bit figuring it out. But over this time, you in fact abandon the spoken English language altogether, as you and Moby have
Inefficient.
completely figured out a form of communication using these whale noises.
Uh-huh.
So you're searching the ship. I love it.
Yeah.
Observation test.
Yeah. Another one? Okay. I got you.
Yeah. That was for forming a communication bridge with you and Moby. This is for the actual snooping.
Yeah, I'll push. Oh, that's 2 successes. Oh gosh, this is very stressful.
And this is fitting. As you're digging through everyone's stuff, you dig through Mikey's stuff just to be sure. It's fine. Maybe a dirty magazine, something like that. Nothing unexpected. A couple
put a second
guns
one in
that
there.
he's probably stolen and hidden away.
I put another one in there.
Taggart is military precision in his stuff. I mean, no personality to it. Just everything's folded, neat. Weapons are perfectly cleaned. The only bit of, flair in his quarters would be things probably you very specifically told him over the time to, put some personality, do this, do that. So,
My gold star collection.
yeah.
In Taggart's room, I don't do anything too crazy, but like wherever maybe he's got his guns hanging up on the wall, I just slightly tilt them by half an inch or so.
Yeah.
Just like that. Everything. Just a little bit. Just like a half an inch. Like the nightstand, the beds, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
So if he gets up in the night and he's expecting, like, oh, I know where this stuff is, and then boom, half an inch more, and it's
Right.
killing him.
Just driving him up the wall. Big Mac is you know, exactly what you expect. Food wrappers are everywhere. You know, food bits that he's stashing away for himself, the good stuff. Um, maybe his recipe book, you find that. There does seem to be a couple entries here and there that are written in some kind of code.
Are they now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I try to break that code?
You
Can me
can.
and
You
Moby?
definitely can. I love it. We're gonna go with I think deciphering someone's secret code. I think that might fall under manipulation, so let's do that.
No successes.
You do. You manage to decipher Big Mac's code, and it in fact is planning and recipes on the cooking and consumption of human flesh.
Nothing we're surprised by.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. So Collins, I don't want to say Collins' room is boring by any means, but for a space pirate, it's the most of what you would expect. Logbooks of people that owe him money, logbooks of, you know, people he can shake down, weapon stashes. Yeah, Collins has a network out there of, but once again, for a first mate on a pirate ship, that fits.
Oh, he's one of my oldest friends. Why would I don't even really suspect him. I just do this just to be thorough.
Okay, sure. Let's see. Now we can move on to the NPCs. Your choices here are, of course, the Doc, Griff, Moby, and Crispy. Who do you want to search first?
Well, I mean, Crispy probably. He's
Yeah. So, Crispy, as you kind of start digging through his stuff, you start finding some things that don't quite fit right. Some communication equipment that he has kind of stashed in his bunk.
gloves and stuff.
What's that?
Yeah. Nothing.
Okay. Communication equipment. You find some small encrypted data drives here and there. You do find his little black book of everyone that he owes money to. And it is a lot, and it is extensive. But there is one person he owes more money to than you. And that is, in fact, get the name. Oh, shit. God damn it, John. What's his name?
Frank
It's not Frank. Good
Frank
try.
Hammerhead.
It's not Gronald. It's Gronald's cousin.
Dick. Oh wait, Gracie? No, hang on.
I know
My
I've
notes
said it.
just don't make any sense whatsoever.
I just know they were
Grandy?
the Hammerheads.
Grandy.
I
It's
don't-
Grandy.
Grandy.
Yeah. The person he owes more money to than you is, in fact, Grandy.
Okay.
And then the other thing that you find are a couple of actual like love letters and a few photos of him and your mother like on like romantic dates and stuff. And there's even a picture of you as a kid.
Okay. I mean, I'll go ahead and just put those back.
Yeah.
Sure, them copulating.
No,
Sure.
nothing inappropriate.
Uh-huh.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. So it's clear that my father, he's the mole. He's setting us up for Grandy. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Out of duty, I will check Griff, and I will check the doc, of course, just to be thorough,
Yeah.
just to make sure.
Griff is, you check his quarters. You definitely find a few signs that Griff might be skimming off the top a little bit. And it also, you find some signs that Griff is kind of taking some of the supplies, fixing things up, and it looks like he might be selling them on the side.
Okay.
The dock's pretty straight and narrow, except for you do find some records that his license, his medical license, might be fake. But you may or may not have known that.
I mean, I knew I liked him, so this probably explains why.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Learning what I've learned about Crispy,
Yeah.
I will awaken my dear friend Collins,
Yeah.
my boy, and because I need a little muscle, Taggart.
Yeah.
Mac, I'm gonna let sleep in
Sure.
because I'm a little concerned I might have eaten human at some point in the past few months.
Some of those notes were a little more than just theoretical musings as well. So
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
So yeah,
I'd say
Collins.
you brief everyone.
Yeah, Collins, you wake up. Your quarters, fine. Taggart, everything is slightly askew.
I assume I like run into like every single thing on
Yeah.
my way through the room.
Yeah. You know what? Australia's plays.
Up my toes, bump my knees, knock over my stuff.
I didn't flesh it out any more than just the doc, so I'll update his sheet now. He is now Dr. Nick Riviera.
All right, boys. I got some disturbing news. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to apologize ahead of time. Did you guys see that?
Actually, no. This is what he says when he first got.
He says,
Captain,
What is more disturbing as the captain speaks to you in this way? Somewhere in the ship, you hear a respond.
Captain, I did tell you that not a good idea to stay up out of the cryo tubes for too long. You okay?
Oh my God, are you whale talking?
"Oh God, what the? Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Whoa, whew. Yeah, we developed. You know what? I'll teach you.
You learned whale?
Yeah, of course.
What do you?
Cool.
Surprisingly elegant language.
Totally.
Yeah. So anyhow, I got some bad news. I want to apologize ahead of time because first of all, I did a little snooping. We all heard it, the mole thing. I didn't really think it was true, but I think it was just take a look. And I found something extraordinary disturbing. Apparently, that son of a bitch Griff has been skimming off the top and taking money from us, and he's been taking some of our supplies, fixing stuff up, and reselling it without cutting us in.
God dang it, Griff.
Griff, I'm both proud of you, but also very disappointed that you didn't share.
Yeah,
That's the
I
most
feel like-
disappointing thing.
I feel like we need to promote him, but also do the whole airlock threatening thing just to let him know we're upset.
Yeah, we'll let Mikey do it. Good practice.
Damn right it is. See?
How we can tell him he's getting promoted like right when we go to hit the button, but then we miss and open the door instead.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, you're catching on. You're catching on.
I got it.
Also, Crispy sold us out to Grandee, owes him a bunch of money. Found out that too.
I guess that's not that surprising, Captain.
Not really, right?
Yeah,
Not
I
really.
know.
Oh,
He's a real son of a bitch. You know?
Yeah.
do we put him in the other airlock then, or like or dad? No.
What if we gave him one of the shuttles and he could just go talk to Grandy, and we'll tell him we'll meet him there for the ambush and just never show up.
That'd be funny. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, but
I
then-
wanted to see the look on his face, though. You know, like to see how long
We
he
could
waits
rig
and
a
everything.
like a transmitter and a camera, maybe.
That would be good. That'd be good. I mean, I was just gonna space him, honestly. That's where I was at with it. But I'm open to other ideas.
He is old and very infirm.
Mhm.
I think he needs a health inspection.
He does.
And you should question him while our blind space whale synth is performing his health inspection.
Much as can be.
It's actually a really nice guy. He and I've been talking a lot. You know, he's got a voice like an angel. Really, he's been singing all the time. It's great. Lullabies, all that sort of stuff.
No,
Mhm.
that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
So what's the plan?
I have no clue. Whatever you say, Cap. That's the plan.
Your call, Cap.
Well, Collins, I mean, we could do the thing. I mean, I feel like Randy's going to be on our ass no matter what. He's going to keep getting on our ass, keep getting on our ass, etc., etc. I feel we have an opportunity. You know, we know. Crispy doesn't know we know. We might be able to use that to maybe get an advantage here, there. You know, that kind of. Put some sort of monitoring on his, his communications, so we know everything he's sending Grandy. We can kind of anticipate that, et cetera, because we want to catch Grandy with his pants down. We don't want Grandy to catch us with our pants down.
Oh, we send some bullshit information. We tell Crispy about a job we're gonna do that's a bullshit job to set up us being ambushed, but then we ambush the ambushers.
How many ships
my
does Grandy have? Just the one?
Well,
Does
I
he got
think,
kind of a fleet?
I think we knew like there were 3 maybe that were waiting for us last
Yeah.
time.
What
We
if we
take
see if
3.
there's some other folks around that maybe got a little bit of a beef or maybe a debt with Grandy who might want to, see him out of the picture?
Find some allies back in Tortuga. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. It's pretty
I
good.
mean, I
We
guess
gotta keep
that's
it.
a
We gotta
fine
keep that.
idea. Like, whatever.
I'm sure you would have thought of it too, Mikey. Don't worry. I gotta keep that net close though. We don't want any. We don't want to link into Grandy's people. Gotta really trust those people. Okay,
Maybe find him through Gracie?
that's a good idea right there. Yeah, she don't love no Grandy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we got a plan. So we just play cool. If you can rig up something, I can give you a hand with it. We can rig up something to maybe spike his comms, piggyback, figure out everything he's saying, that sort of thing.
Sure.
All right. And then, kid, you got to keep a real close eye on the navs. Just make sure there's anything out of the ordinary. Anything, even if it's just a flicker that you think just might be a stray pixel on the screen. Let us know, because we never know if we're being shadowed.
Okay,
All right. Tag it.
got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just stand right there. Don't let that tile fly up off the ground.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good job.
Okay. So, Space Huddle. So, if I'm correct on this, the plan is to continue to Tortuga, to work through Gracie to recruit some people to help you take on Grandy. Collins, did I catch that correctly? You're going to try and kind of reverse engineer Crispy's radio?
Yep.
All right. And Mikey, you're going to be watching the sensors extremely closely to make sure that there's no other follow-up surprises, no ambushes waiting.
Right.
Taggart, you're guarding that floor tile.
Yeah, I mean, even through dinner, assuming that someone comes to relieve me, maybe I'll go to the bathroom.
Captain, what are you up to?
Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm gonna put some pants on, and I'm going to. What else? I guess I could. You know what I'm probably doing? I'm probably staring, out a porthole somewhere, having a very long, deep conversation about existentialism, the meaning of life. What defines humanity, whether it's our actions or our biology. And I'm having this with my new pal.
Yeah.
My good pal.
Yeah. So you and Moby are standing there by a porthole, whale singing to each other.
In many ways, it's like the captain now has a grandson in Moby.
I told myself I wasn't gonna do this.
Wait, so does that mean my dad and I had a baby together?
Whoa.
Yeah, sure. What the fuck? Why not?
What the hell are we talking about? Hey.
Am I my own
Collins just
grandpa
walked-
now?
It's
Oh,
like a
God.
pet father. Think of it like that. There you go.
The pet father. Okay.
Okay. All right. So I need a contact from Collins. I need a. Let's go ahead and let's do a contact from Mikey. Actually, Mikey, you can give me piloting test. This ties into piloting.
Nice.
And for Taggart, I need a stamina test.
Come on. All of these dice and nothing. Actually, I meant to say, there we go.
I got a success on my contact.
Hang on. I don't know what it is with this.
Taggart doesn't mess around when it comes to following orders.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. Collins, you said you passed?
Yep.
All right.
I
Perfect.
pushed but got nothing.
Okay.
I pushed so I could get to 5 successes.
Wow.
Taggart, you stand there perfectly. You fight through the hunger and the thirst. You do find a couple cracks, open panels here and there. If you lean back just right, you can relieve yourself without getting any on the floor. But for the next few days, you keep guard on that panel. Mikey, how did you do? 2? Clear. Everything's clear. There's no trouble coming in. Collins, how'd you do?
I got 1 success.
Okay. Yeah, it's you manage to rig it up and you keep it, in a way, Crispy may or may not notice his eyes are kind of going if you wouldn't have done it in a real clean way. But the problem is with just 1 success, you're only going to be able to pull his end of the conversation. So yeah, you managed to tie it in so that when he replies, you'll get that feed. But you won't be able to hear the reply from the other side. So, yeah, time continues. Eventually, you're approaching Tortuga. Mikey, it's been a very quiet and uneventful trip. Eventually, as you're approaching, the rest of the crew kind of wakes up. Now, Collins, maybe a handful of hours after wake up, you do get the signal that Crispy's sending out some communications.
Yeah.
In fact, he reaches out to 3 people. The first one is someone by the name of Darcy on Tortuga. It's very vague. Meet me at the regular spot. I'll be there in, X number of hours or whatever, X number of days. Bring the goods. You get another communication. This would be a no name that you would kind of recognize from Tortuga. Definitely some kind of thug that you are probably all familiar with. And this is a discussion of a debt that you kind of pick up. We just had a job. I'm getting my cut. Trust me, I can pay it down. Like, it's fine. It's fine. And if you were to share this with McMurphy, you could kind of associate that with one of his, middle of the road kind of debts that he had in his book. It's the final communication that you pick up, and you pick it up. It's definitely kind of hitting out with a little more power than the other two. He's not such close range communication, and it is it's a really quick update. I told you your plan wouldn't work. He's too smart for that. I don't want to do this. But we're returning to Tortuga. Ships to sail. I don't know what they're doing next.
All right, I'll relay that information to the captain.
Yeah.
Do any way you could figure out where the signal was sent? Like, do we know? Was it on to Tortuga? Was it?
If you can give me a comm-tech, you can kind of refine that a little bit.
I can give it a shot.
Success with a stress. It is not on Tortuga. It is beaming out. You're not able to really refine it with just one success. You will need to roll that stress. But it is not necessarily an in-system communication. If it really lines up, if Grandy was waiting for you with an ambush somewhere, it lines up with that. You're keeping it together. You're doing fine.
All right, so no funny business on Tortuga. You ain't here.
Yep.
See if we can round up some partners in this little plan of ours, and then we'll lay put the carrot out there to see if we can draw them in.
You know, Captain, you know it might be a good idea. What if we have a rendezvous point for these allies? Why don't we use that place where we killed the space whale?
Okay.
Like a meetup point.
Sure.
That way we're not all seen together here at Tortuga.
That's a good idea. It's a good idea. We don't want anyone. Okay. We gotta get word to them quietly, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I definitely can't be doing it because they'll recognize me. You can't either. Send a kid, maybe. Taggart sticks out like a sore thumb. Like a sore thumb, not a store thumb. That would be strange to go to a store.
No, they sell
thumbs,
thumbs at the cybernetic
They
store,
do.
right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, they got
We
some
should
real
get a
nice
couple of
ones.
those.
And they've got that really fancy sit and spin model.
Mikey.
I paid for the deluxe, Mikey.
I know you did, you pervert.
We're gonna have to have the birds and bees talk, aren't we?
No, I get what that's about.
Let's role play it out right now. No.
Oh, oh God.
Live on the physical.
Oh. Oh.
I'll allow it.
Ah.
Taggart suddenly feels appreciative that he's standing on a tile somewhere else.
Steve hasn't moved in days.
He hasn't.
Yeah, that chunk of
Oh,
hallway
God, he follows orders really good.
stinks so bad. Taggart is gaunt and pale. His clothes are just filthy. Dust
I would
is
like to
collecting
think
on
that
him.
at some point, Moby's come by and yelled at you.
And well,
Probably
in
more than
Wales.
once.
Give me an observation test there, Taggart.
Because that's clearly not up to health code.
Eventually, you're standing there and you see Moby bouncing down the hallway. And every single time he bounces off a wall, a bit of pipe, door, whatever. Health Inspector, motherfucker! Health Inspector! Until eventually you see he's coming right for you. You're watching him. He's coming towards you. To,
Oh, I
not
can't-
get hit, you would have to move.
I can't move though. I'm gonna have to try and, shift him around me or something.
Okay. Shifting him around you is a mobility test. He comes up. He's about to hit you. And you just, with like the butt of your rifle or whatever, you just kind of hold it out He pushes his shoulder against it. He kind of pivots with that impact. He yells out, "Health Inspector!" And then he continues bouncing back down the hallway. Who knew that a synth with a melted head could be so much fun?
I'm so happy.
Can't have him ruining my job here.
Yeah, but you do a good job deflecting him. All right. Tortuga comes up. You get the regular blast of, ads of come visit this, come visit that, spend your money here. You get the Port Authority, and of course you all are on very good standing with the Port Authority here. And as usual, Captain McMurphy, you get your private communication, your direct message from Gracie. Well, looks like it's a good haul. Glad to see you made it back safely. Swing by when you can, and we can talk numbers. Have the kid come by as well, because tonight I'm making a real nice roast.
We will be there. We will be there. We got some interesting finds. Interesting finds. I'm sure you're gonna be you're gonna love what we've learned, what we got cooking.
Actually, I have a real quick question. Did we bring the carcass with us?
I don't remember you saying you took it off the ship.
Yeah.
I never ordered that, so of
Okay.
course, everyone at Tortuga thinks they're about to be attacked by a whale.
If I remember correctly, no one has ever seen or caught one.
You all are very special.
I hope we still have the chains in place.
So
Mac, go hail Tortuga inside the big fish.
Mac gladly gets back in his Evo suit and heads back out onto the whale carcass. Of course, you're floating in space. This thing doesn't rot. So it's still in great shape. I will say...
Little pig, let me in.
Yeah. I will say that once you approach to visual range, of course, they've already established communication with you by this point, but once you do approach within visual range, you see some of the defensive measures and weaponry on Tortuga start spooling up. How do you all want to handle that?
We come in peace.
Holy shit. Are you all in that thing?
I mean,
Health inspection,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
The jaws. Oh. Yeah, it's a few tense moments, but eventually the realization of how fucking badass this is really kicks in. So by the time you all set it in, you land, of course, in your usual bay. There is a crowd. A full-on crowd that comes flooding in once the bay has been sealed and atmosphere has been put back into it. I mean, easily 300-400 people come barging in to take a look at the bloody buzzard wearing a space whale as its new exterior.
For now, at least. Would probably eventually rots.
So any hope of kind of moving in unnoticed, of course that's hard to do in Tortuga anyway, it would definitely be gone. As you all depart the ship, I would imagine that would probably involve, hey there, Captain. Probably involve sending Big Mac out with one of his butcher knives to kind of cut a hatch, kind of bolt that on so that way when your landing bay opens up, just a port in the whale opens up.
Actually, I got to go out there with a cutting torch to do it because it's a space.
Yeah.
hey Mac, we eat this thing? It's like fish sticks or something.
Oh yeah, Captain. I've
I mean, we
already
could
been
sell it too, you know.
Yeah, we've already eaten a decent amount.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about your recipes, but not now though. We could sell some of this. You think? Fresh meat? Are you kidding? Seafood?
Not only fresh meat, fresh seafood,
I don't know
and
that
then
it
the
classifies as
other
sea.
parts of the
Metaphorically.
whale. I mean,
Hey, how much money does whale dog go for?
when it's sold in that form, it's called
Whatever we
pizzle.
damn well say it does is what
Yeah.
it goes for. I think.
Pizzle?
Pizzle. Have you never heard of pizzle before?
And I have, thanks to your earlier games. Yes.
You're
thank you,
welcome.
sir.
Anyone who's curious, Pizzle is dried animal ding dong that they give for dog treats. Hello, or Treacle, that's another one. Captain and Irene, you all just showed up at a perfect time. Anyway, yeah, you could probably sell the parts of this whale for more than your haul itself.
Bonus.
Anyway, so what's going on?
I think I'm still standing on the floor, but
All right, Tiger, you can move. You can move.
Eric's gonna go get some whale food from the kitchen.
At ease.
Shower.
You need it.
First, second.
You soiled yourself because you were standing there for that many days.
So nasty, Taggart.
Very
I
rude.
admire the commitment.
Gonna walk away. Just,
Yeah.
I see you, Floor.
All right, Tagger, you go refresh yourself, food, shower, get cleaned up. You do look very haggard, though. But yeah. Y'all heading to Gracie's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one's talked to Griff yet, so Griff is just going to continue on with his duties on the ship. Minor repairs, maintenance.
Leave
Doc,
him in cryo, I think.
Our deals
Are
on
you
the
gonna
Cryo
side.
all the time.
are you going to leave Griff in cryo?
No.
Okay.
If we have repairs, we should get
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Griff will handle that. The doc, he's not much of a out and about kind of person, so. Crispy, he is very eager once you land. He's like, I got business to do. I got people to meet. I got pills to reload on. Go ahead. You were going to say something?
So we've got his normal communications bugs, right?
You've got that special radio he had bug, so if he sends out any communications, you will hear it. And I would presume that Collins would have tied that into like your guys' like private comm line.
Okay. Hey, yeah. You go ahead, man. You good job this time. It's a good. You did good. So do your thing. See your people. We'll scrounge up a new gig and then you're back on the ship. Got it?
You got it, Captain.
All right. Get the hell out of here.
Off he goes.
I'm not mad at that son of a.
Yeah. Big Mac's staying on the ship. He's got whale meat to start breaking down. All right. So do the four of you head to Gracie's?
Yeah.
All right. It's
Captain, should we
the,
think
Roast on.
what's
selling any of that whale meat to the corporal officers here?
You certainly
I think
could.
we should definitely sell the meat. I think we should sell the whale meat. It'd be pretty good. The bones, I feel like they could go for a pretty penny too. I mean, there's meat. There's the blubber we put in there, and the oil fuel, something like that. Something to fuel it.
Can-
There's lots of
keep-
uses for this thing.
Dad, can we keep just one bone? And like,
Sure.
I'll take the money out of my share. I want to take one of those bones, pay somebody to like sand it, grind it down or whatever, turn it into a horn for Moby. Let him go all narwhal with it.
You know what? That's so very generous of you.
It needs to be like a
tell you.
legitimate space whale horn.
Kid just always does the right thing, you know? He's always faced with these decisions, and he always does the right thing. It's amazing. You know? I don't know where he learns it from. I don't know where he
What
learns
are
this.
you doing with Moby? Are you keeping him on the ship or are you bringing him with you?
Well, I mean, oh, geez. There's other, like, oh, God. The comedic value is pretty good, but I also feel like stopping every 5 seconds to be like, no, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd probably say I leave him with Griff.
Sure. Yeah. He can help Griff.
Yeah.
He's just going to yell, his usual catchphrase at every single tool and part that Griff handles.
Or do we want to have Mikey put him in off mode again?
No. We've had some long discussions about
I mean,
off mode, on
she might
mode.
not boot up again.
You know, every time you put one of them androids into off mode, he told me, it's like they die a little bit inside. They remember a little bit, of what it was, and then a part of them is gone. Very deep guy, Moby, You wouldn't think it. You'd think he was sort of shallow and everything, but seriously, you get into the conversations with him. He's really got a lot to say. Very nihilistic, but, it's pretty interesting nonetheless. He's had a rough life, I think, that guy.
I die a little bit every time I go to sleep, but that's because living being. So
right, it's because you're old. Yeah. These cells are dying, degrading, etc. But his consciousness, he goes to sleep and he doesn't get to dream or anything. It's rough. It's a rough life. So keep him away, and put a bunch of stuff in the hallways so we can bump into it and say that shit. He likes it. It's fun.
Captain, they might have some ears, better ears at the cybernetics place or something. Maybe we can get him something he can hear, like echolocation or something.
Or maybe some eyes so you can see.
Yeah, that's a good point. We probably could do that. I think we should do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Just get him a new head, pretty much.
No. Same head, but just new eyes and ears
things.
and the narwhal horn.
His face is one with character.
Yes.
I agree. You can pick them out in a lineup, And ain't nobody's gonna be switching out like our synth with some other synth, that trying to play it fast with us. No. Well, let's see. It builds character. Lets us know who he is.
All right. You all head off to meet up with Gracie. You know the way there. You kind of cut across these lower sections, take the little tram up and across, kind of into the red light / business district. And sure enough, you come across, all of this very, utilitarian kind of structure. Until eventually you come across this nice, cozy, 2-story looking house. Little picket fence, synthetic grass, a little bed of flowers, and, you recognize Gracie's house. Past the gates, up to the door. And it's all as you're approaching, that door swings open, and sure enough, there's Gracie. Waiting for you all. I'm going to put a picture of Gracie up on the screen so everyone can see her. That very much same kind of greeting that you get. Murphy, it's good to see you again. They're always a treat for these old eyes.
Oh, they ain't old. Yeah, it's quick, that kind of talk. It's good to see you. Good to see you, darling.
Good to see you. Come on in. Mikey. Get over here, Mikey.
All right.
As you go over, she grabs you by the head and starts inspecting behind your ears. Look at, I know last time you were here, I gave you the instructions on how to, clean behind your ears and between your toes. Look at this filthy. After we eat, you're going to have to go clean up again. I ain't going to have you running around looking like a mess.
All right. I guess if you want me to take a hot shower, I'll do it for you.
That's more like it. Get on in there. Take your shoes off. Collins, it's been a while.
Lady Lisa.
Still doing good?
Yeah, doing all right. Got an upgrade.
Oh, isn't that fancy? All right. Good enough. Taggart?
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Take your shoes off before you come on in. Go find a place to sit down and get comfy. Look at you. It looks like you haven't slept in days. What's that captain got you doing?
Making sure the floor didn't go nowhere.
Taggart, bless your heart. I am sure you did an amazing job.
Stayed there for days.
Get inside. Go sit down. Yeah, you all settle in. She's still in the process of cooking, so she kind of sends Mikey off to go get cleaned up. Taggart, Like, sit down, relax, nap if you need to. Collins, McMurphy, come on in here. She kind of takes you into the kitchen while she's still working on dinner. So, you got, looks like you got a haul on you.
Yeah. And then some.
Yeah, we can talk numbers, but I got to tell you, I have had so many questions since you all showed up. Asking about if you're selling any parts of that whale you're wearing.
McMurphy looks at himself for a second. Did I put the whale on? The ship.
No, the ship
yeah.
captain. Ship captain. Yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah. We're always in the market, you know. You got buyers.
No, there's more than enough right now. We can make quite a pretty penny off of that thing.
Pretty, ugly. I don't really care as long as it's coin, you know. That's fine with us.
There we go. That's what counts. So, y'all running into any trouble out there? I heard that Grandy's put some money out on you.
That is a fact, and I am glad that you brought it up. For we have a business proposition, a strategy. You know, we would like to discuss with you and see if you could perhaps lend some assistance.
Should we perhaps tell her what we all encountered? In regards to that?
Yeah, go ahead, Collins.
So we happened to Captain stayed up during the FTL and noticed a few things, little odd, and yeah, he does that now, and we found a couple stowaways for Grandy's crew on our ship, and they were trying to redirect us to apparently some kind of ambush. And they mentioned that we might have a mole, and Captain believes he found that mole. So we have a bit of a plan, Captain.
Right, so you're probably not going to be too surprised, but old Crispy owes Grandy a fair shake of money, more than he owes me. So he's leveraged, and hard to believe it, but he set us up, and we sorted it out. Of course, he can pull one over on us, but he's still in contact. We haven't let Crispy in on this yet that we know about it.
That's
because we want to use him.
Oh, that's smart. I'm honestly surprised that you didn't space him right off the bat.
Definitely crossed my mind.
My idea too.
Yeah.
Taggart.
Yeah.
Did you say what I think you just said?
Sorry.
No. Come on in here. You spoke up. Did you just say you had an idea?
Sorry.
No. That's fine. So in her little kitchen here, she's got a little like a little breakfast nook almost. Taggart, you sit down right there. You don't move.
Yes, ma'am.
And she starts kind of digging through the cabinets, digging through the pantry, and she pulls out a slice of pie. She sets it in front of you, Taggart. Taggart, you saying you had an idea? I have never been more proud of you. Go ahead, eat this. You've earned it. Enjoy every bite. Anyway, so you didn't space him. Continue on. I got distracted by Taggart thinking over there.
That's a fair point. It's like an astronomical event, you know, it happens once every 186 years or something.
Yeah.
Like that. So anyhow, we didn't space him because we figured we can use him. He's still in contact with Grandy. He just sent him a message not too long ago as we were coming in. We were thinking, because Grandy's got more than one. He's got those galactic hammerheads and such, you know, all of them, you know, knuckleheads. So we're figuring maybe we get a few other people, you know, a few other crews here and there. We're getting a little sick and tired of Grandy and the hammerheads, and maybe we join forces for a bit and we take old Grandy out, you know. Use Crispy to lay the seed. get Grandy interested, lure him out to a section of space where we got the advantage. Wham bam's your uncle, and suddenly no more Grandy.
Yeah, I can certainly help you out with that.
Exactly. See, that's what we need there, Gracie. It's just you're always a step ahead. We need crews that we can trust, not crews that are necessarily friendly to us, but crews that we can trust not to let this word sneak out and get back to Grandy somehow. That's what we need.
Between your last payout and the new haul you got, I would imagine you're sitting on enough of a goose or a nest egg. I can definitely get some people in contact with you. You offer them the right money, they will never speak a word of it to anyone else, and they will gladly vaporize whoever you point them at.
That's perfect. That's music to my ears, darling. That's it. That's exactly what we're here for, Money's no object. We got plenty to sit.
All right. I've got about I think I got three crews in the area that I can start putting reach out to. I gotta tell you, I wouldn't want to meet them here on our little slice of home.
No, we're gonna have some rendezvous points out of way. We don't want any of the prying eyes on Tortuga seeing us meeting up with any crews. We don't want word getting back. And that you never know. You never know where those channels go.
I got you on that. All right, yeah. Give me a day or two. We're gonna have to talk money about your current haul. I'll get some prices fished together. Now, I'm gonna get my cut of this. Any money moves, I'm gonna get my cut. But you, old friend discount, don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. So, while we're talking business, someone came looking for you while you all were away. And it's tied to that crabapple ship that you brought me. So the second one, that Orange Grove, even with the codes, that crew that went to that, they didn't fare as well. They made it back, but they got their asses handed to them, up, down, left, and right. I'm just gonna blame it on.
Goodbye.
What's that?
What are we talking about? They got their asses handed. What buy? What are we talking about? What ships, company?
So the cargo ship hauling this stuff, it had an escort with it that time.
Sure.
And USMC. And they made it back. They're out a good amount of coin. They're going to be docked for quite a while. But their state, it's not necessarily tied to this. I had someone come visit me looking for a crew capable of moving some highly illegal goods tied to that crabapple thing. We all know about the little insurrection growing out there. They want to talk about bringing you all on to not only harass some of those, supply vehicles coming in, but to move some goods here and there for them.
Who are these people? Should be straight. Who are these people?
They're absolutely nobodies, really, when you think about it. They are labor leaders, miners, factory workers. People on these colonies started working their way up, raising up, standing up. Some of them got it in their head that they can move this fight off-world. They ain't got a lot of money.
Any idea what kind of cargo we're talking?
What's that?
No, you go ahead, Captain.
Well, it just sounds like a bunch of idealists, and usually they can't pay much.
You got it on the nose right there. I told them, they asked for the person who took out that crabapple and sold some of that military good. I told them I'd pass the word along. that they were wanting to make contact, talk about. They called it a partnership, which means you're going to take on all the risk at first without any money. And if things turn out right a few years down the road, they may not try you as pirates.
Okay. And what kind of cargo, like Collins was saying?
Oh, they're moving around there. They managed to get a hold of weapons. Pretty much that's it. Things you need to fight off a corp. They move it from here to there. They got personnel. They got people that, they think know something that they need to move around place to place. Real humanitarian kind of thing. So, if you're interested, I could put you in contact with them. They played their little violins when they set up a meeting with me. They brought me shit I don't need. And the best I could say is I promised I would ask you about it. And Mikey, it's probably about this time you come skipping downstairs, refreshed, clean.
Oh my God. I cleaned every nook and cranny. I swear.
She snatches you by the head, checks behind your ears again. All right. You did good. Go on, sit down by
buttholes?
McTaggart. You got
All
two
of them.
now? Is that what happened to McTaggart's belly button?
Yes. I wasn't going to waste it.
God damn it, Mikey. It's funny, though. But God damn it.
I always joked about, like, sometimes you need something the same way you need an asshole on your elbow. So I put his belly button on my elbow.
Let's see it.
It's not. Huh?
You disappoint me, but that is hilarious.
It is, right?
Sit down next to Taggart over there. He's finishing up his pie.
Elbows off the table, kid.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
for you. I'm going to get an extra fucking placemat to set down just in case.
You Mikey, you're good about cleaning that because those will stink real bad if you don't clean them right.
It's a belly button. What's the worst that could happen?
Put your finger in your belly button, and then I want you to stick it real far up your nose. Tell me what you smell.
Nothing, because I just took a shower. I'm clean.
Smells like lavender.
It's delicious. She has soap.
I do.
We could buy that.
You got enough. I can set you up with
It's not the same. Like, this is somebody else's shit. When you use somebody else's shit, it's better than when it's your own shit.
That's fair.
Great. We're going to be pirating for soap soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I will be a soap pirate. Maybe I live the life 24/7.
Sure. Okay.
Anyway. Yeah,
I'll
that's
put my
all I'm
finger up
putting out
next to your
there.
nose. You smell the soap.
Do
If
not.
You
make
want to
me
talk
shock
to them, I can give you their information. No
Give us some
guarantees it'll turn out right for you. What'd you say?
We'll give it some thought. We
Alright.
got, we got this other thing to take care of first.
Yeah.
Fine.
Captain, that might not be a bad thing to do afterwards because lay low for a bit.
Now,
Well, it
what,
depends
they're
where they're
out there.
sending us. Yeah. I don't know.
Not that I really want to get involved.
Nihilists,
So,
corpse, peep, man. They got rules, promises, all that kind of stuff. I like the transaction. Something out there, I go get it, I bring it back to Gracie, she sells it, we get cash. Now I got to do something for these people, take on all this risk. I don't know, sounds fishy to me.
As we're sitting there,
Wait, who are we helping or not helping?
Collins puts his own finger in his own belly button and then sticks it in Mikey's nose. You smell that? That's the smell of a man.
I don't. Dad, he's putting his man stink in my face.
I'm not.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
All right.
Okay, guys, we're at the table. It's Grace's table, so let's afford her some respect. She's our host, okay?
Speaking
Gracie,
of that,
I'm very sorry that he pulled his man stink out.
that's not a real apology. And you know it.
I'm sorry.
That's better. All right. Come on. All you help me set the table. Food's ready.
Pie.
What's that?
I got pie.
So yeah. You all go around, set the table. Good meal, hot meal, home cooked. After dinner, it's the usual kind of thing there, McMurphy. Running numbers, settling on a price. I'll have that price for you next session. It's going to be a decent amount. But hiring out these 3 crews, if you want her to put that connection out, it'll probably eat most of what you brought back and a chunk of what you've currently got setting on. But yeah, she feeds you. Y'all discuss your numbers. And eventually she ushers you out. It's getting old. Gotta get my sleep.
Thanks, Gracie.
Good night. Keep them ears clean.
I'll keep them just clean enough.
Okay. Make sure y'all come say bye before you leave. I'll start reaching out, getting them contacts put together. I would presume she'll get that put up, and you've relayed where you want the meat to be at, where you killed the space whale. That little planetoid with the small moon. Anything else you all want to do here on Tortuga?
We need some eyes and ears and
Yeah.
a narwhal horn for Moby.
I'm specifically going to try to special order a pair of cybernetic eyes, custom made to look like whale eyes.
What do whale eyes even look like?
I've been Googling it for a while, and
You would. God bless
and
you.
honestly, they don't look a whole lot different than ours. They're just a little
They
bit
don't.
A
bigger.
little, yeah. Yeah.
They're a little. They're not as white. Like there's some depends on the eye, but the sclera isn't as white. But other than that, they're kind of like ours. They really are.
Okay.
It's more of a. It's not as circular. The iris area.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more like oblong a bit, but
Just want to go out there and say, what if they look like googly eyes instead?
So
then I will shoot the person who made them because they're custom made.
that it will definitely be a question.
Mm-hmm.
Whale eyes, they do some space Googling.
Mm-hmm.
The size of whale eyes, or looks like whale eyes, but designed to fit.
Looks like it. Smaller, bigger though than the average cybernetic eye. We're gonna give him what I'd like to do is we're
A
gonna probably
distinct-
redesign the head so that they're a little bit more on the side of the eyes a bit.
So he
Sorry.
can't actually see directly in front of him.
Exactly. I mean,
Okay,
whales sort of
perfect.
can, but there's a bit of a blind spot.
This is just gonna be a money thing.
We talked about this extensively.
Money's no object.
They've got flesh sculptors, they got synth sculptors, they got
Oh,
mechanics. It'll be a few days, but they can even work with that chunk of whalebone. I don't even know how I'm gonna get Midjourney to give me this image.
I can't wait to see it.
I don't.
You might have to do the incremental thing or whatever it is, where you can piece things on one at a time or something.
You gotta do the blend-in mode. You gotta get a picture of a narwhal, and you gotta get a picture of a working Joe synthetic, and you gotta blend them together. There's a new blend feature. It doesn't work that great, but it's pretty interesting.
I'd be good enough
I'll
for
see if I
this.
can get the picture my daughter has on her school iPad of some sort of dolphin human hybrid and give you all some nightmares because
Okay.
that's her lock screen. And I don't know if she made it or found it a meme, but it's horrifying.
Okay.
Sounds like it.
All right.
And also, Collins is going to go to his favorite, very low end dive
Yeah.
brothel.
Yeah.
So,
Not a problem. So you all kind of do your thing for the night. You drop off Moby at the synth sculptor. Collins, you break off and go do your thing. Taggart, what would you be doing? Just heading back to the ship?
I might go, give that floor once over.
Okay. Still hasn't gone anywhere.
I'm picturing that at our ship right now, there is a stand and there's Big Mac with a grill and he's just serving up whale steaks.
I love it so much. Big Mac has essentially set up a small food cart outside.
That's it, right off the whale.
Yeah, cutting it right off the whale. He's cooking and serving. He's got Griff taking orders, running the books on it. Captain, Mikey, anything you two are doing for the rest of the evening, night?
I mean,
Go ahead, Mikey.
no, I mean, with the eyes, that just what a good call, Dad.
Here's the thing, Mikey. We can't eat the whale. It's just not right. These are majestic creatures. They've been here, traveling the cosmos long before humanity ever sprouted up. I gotta tell you, man, me and Moby, we looked out into the abyss, and something looked back. Found purpose. It's pretty interesting. I'm gonna teach you how to speak the whale song.
Real? Like, I can wake up early and learn some whale talk with you?
Yeah, of course. But the thing is, you gotta respect the whale. So no eating it. All right? No eating it.
Gotcha. Eating people cool, whales no.
No, eating people is not cool. No, I've never said eating people is cool.
Glad
It's
you got
bad
that
for you. If it wasn't bad for you, I'd be all for it. Meat is meat, but there's literally things that will happen to you if you eat human meat. You don't.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can feed it to a dog or something. It's fine, but don't you eat it. That's crazy.
Gotcha.
So, I will. I'll try to start teaching Mikey some whale song so that he knows a little bit about it. There you go. Good.
Okay.
Good. From the diaphragm. There you go.
McMurphy, you are going to give me a manipulate test.
Okay. Should I still have all this stress or not? I don't know the time. Do you want me to keep it or not? I don't know.
You've had a good meal. You've had some time to relax. I would let you clear that out if you want to.
No, do it. It's fine. All right. And one of the other things I'll say is I don't really get into this too often, but whenever he's idling, he gets this keychain out. He's got this old-fashioned keychain, this big circular keychain with actual physical keys on it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing he kind of fiddles with sometimes in his idle time. It's his key, it's his memento basically that he's sort of using to help clear the stress. And he just kind of flips the keys around, shakes them a little bit, that kind of thing.
Okay.
That's a success.
You wanting to push that, or are you keeping that?
Would it be better to get extra successes?
It would in this instance, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be a time thing and fluency thing. 2 successes.
Okay, that's 2.
All right. Mikey, you need to give me an observation test. Do you want to push that?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. So it's kind of that thing you always hear that, the younger you start teaching a kid a second language, the easier it is to pick up on them. After a solid evening, night, some of the next day, Mikey, you're not fluent like your dad, like Moby, but you're enough you can kind of keep up. You can effectively communicate. There's definitely some spaces, some pauses here, a little bit of awkwardness to this new language you're learning, but it's enough that you can convey your intentions and thoughts to those two. So, McMurphy and Mikey, McMurphy, you are fluent in whale language, and Mikey, you have a strong foundation in whale language. All right. I'm just getting my notes because I think Collins, I kind of know what you usually do when you head on out. Uneventful night. Go ahead. Someone else say something? I'm hearing shit. That's fine. Collins, uneventful night. You do definitely get some extra attention. People asking about that whale gives you plenty of time to retell stories to break that out, and that does actually it'll net you some discounts here and there, maybe a little extra attention that you usually don't get, which you could definitely leverage for your off time. Taggart, you went and you checked the floor, probably re-straightened your room. Anything else?
Oh, Taggart doesn't have a lot to do. I mean, he's already got his favorite gun.
Yeah.
Got his armor.
Yeah. I will.
Taggart doesn't much.
Yeah. I will say, who is the name of the shooting instructor? It's not Gronald.
I forget.
I remember because they reminded me of Goodman's character.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Yeah, if anything, that would probably be it. Just go to the shooting range.
Oh, it was Tater.
Tater.
Yes.
Actually, Tater would definitely, would reach out to you. He was impressed by your shooting skills last time. If you got some free hours, Tater will reach out to you. Not necessarily anything you need to roll out more, just war stories, going over different gun loadouts, maybe a little plinking here and there. But, you're definitely building a friendship here on Tortuga with Tater. He was, like I said, you knocked the first shooting session out.
I show him my custom shotgun,
Oh, he is impressed by that. I would presume, you've got that, 3-chamber, 3-barrel. Each rack of it loads up 3 fresh rounds, and you can choose to shoot 1, 2, or 3 at a time. It's very impressive. And yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave it for the night, because we're pretty much at time. Let's do some XP questions. Next session we'll wrap up our time on Tortuga, and then we'll head out, depending on what you want to do. You do have the Gracies put together the 3 crews. I'll have some pricing for you, how much you make, how much you lose. Moby will have his new face.
Possibly the most important thing we've done this whole campaign so far.
Yeah. Moby's really getting up there in MVP status. Moby's definitely something. Yeah, and then you all can decide if you want to follow up. Well, I guess Crispy will make it back. Crispy won't be back tonight. Crispy will he'll kind of check in every now and then to see when he needs to report back to the ship. Outside of that, Crispy's going to be kind of off doing his own thing. Yeah. All right. So let's get some questions, get some XP under our belts, and we'll wrap this. Did you participate? If you did, you get an XP point. Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda? This is something I let each of you set, so each of you should definitely come up with an answer on that, whether or not you think you earned an XP there. Anyone feel like they risked their life for their buddy PC? It's not a very dangerous session.
Yeah.
Anyone challenge or stand up to their rival? Mikey and Collins always get this. The two of you bicker back and forth. It's fantastic.
I made
Not
Taggart
bicker.
stand on a floor tile for several days.
You did.
That was a hell of a challenge.
Yeah. Who all made panic rolls tonight? You get a point of XP for doing a panic
Nice.
roll.
It's kind of light XP night for me.
Yeah. Did you overcome any dangerous events? Not tonight. No real danger setting here tonight. Significant discoveries or revelations? What do y'all think about that one?
Well, speak.
I mean,
Crispy.
technically, we learned about Crispy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Well,
learning
speak.
whale song is far more important.
Yeah. Well, speak.
Not everybody
Crispy.
learned whale songs.
Someone tied with this insurrection force is trying to reach out to you. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? Right off the bat, McMurphy and Mikey learned well speak. I'd allow it. Taggart, you stood for countless days on a square. Collins, you got anything?
I gave us Moby in his current form.
You microwave.
Turn the microwave
That's true.
I'll
That
take it.
microwave,
That's so clutch. Yeah.
Yeah.
it really was.
It really evolved that. All right, and you're all gonna, between now and next session, I'll have a prize for you. So earn money is a yes, so take a point for that. All right, that's what we
Nice.
got for tonight.
yeah.
That was exciting. Let's do our closing roundup. Jeff, what do you got happening on the Lollygaggers?
Yeah, man. Friday, we are back to Blade Runner from Free League as we're hitting episode 2. We are also giving away some dice that night, which I actually happen to have. So if you want to come win some dice, we got some really nice Norse Foundry dice here.
Nice, look at
That
those.
we're going to be giving
Nice.
around. That's it's Friday night. And these are the pack that's got like the extra D6s too. So there's like a whole mess.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, those packs, nice dice are always great, but that's the first thing I always throw in is extra D6s.
Extra D6s, and they're there, right there
That
for
is
you.
kick-ass.
So yeah, that's Friday night. Saturday we're doing One Ring as per usual. Let's come back for that. Monday, very excited as we're getting back to Horror on the Orient Express. You can see both Chuck and Jeremy in that game. We kicked it off a couple weeks ago. It's up on YouTube now. Same with Blade Runner. Both of them are up on the YouTube channel. And then we're also on Tuesday premiering a new game by our buddy Steven is running. He's running us through some Forbidden Lands. So it's going to be self, Melissa, Aaron, Kipser, who I think has been on DOK before, or maybe Grim before, one of the two.
She's been on, I think it's DOK. Because
Yeah.
Kipster was in a one-shot on DOK,
Mhm.
I think. I don't remember what, but
Yeah, so it'd be fun. It'll be fun. So a new game coming up. And Steven's back in the chair.
kick-ass.
And that's
Very nice.
that's what we got going.
Nice.
Very cool. Jeremy, you got a Patreon you want to tell us about?
Yeah, everybody's on Patreon. If you get comics, maps, tokens, other fun assets, check it out.
Mm-hmm. Very handy to have. And so John, Dan, myself, talking about DOK. If you come back Friday night here on Twitch, yeah, that's where we are. Joe, other J name, Joe, is running us through some heart. So he gets John, Dan, myself over there for that. Saturday, 1 p.m. Central over on Grim and Perilous Plays. I am running some Tales from the Loop. Jeff and Dan are hanging out there along with
I
Adam.
think that's Joe too, actually. I think
Is that
might
Joe?
be in that.
Is that Joe?
I think it might be Joe. I think it
Okay, that might be it. Maybe I was wrong.
maybe.
I wonder why I have to be so technical in my descriptions for that game. That must be why. It's because Joe's there. Saturday night, Jeremy, Dan, and myself will be over on Goodman Games Official. Bert has been running us through a Weird Frontiers game, so catch that out Saturday night. But the new thing Defenders have got going is John is running a campaign, Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I'll throw out there every single Tuesday, every single Thursday. They're like 20-minute episodes on the DOK YouTube. But John, do you want to tell us what this campaign is about?
Yeah, so we're doing the Age of Ashes adventure path, starting in book 1, Hell Knight Hill. And somehow I've ended up with a crew full of goblins.
All
And
goblins.
it's been going really well so far. Yeah. The chaos, no,
No.
not at all. No.
Yeah. Heroically well. Is that it? No? Something else? That's fine. Yeah, it's a lot of fun every Tuesday and Thursday. 20-minute session. So if you can't sit down for a long watch, we've got you covered on that. Anyway, check out Lollygaggers. Check out Aaron Reese, DOK, Goodman Games, Grim and Perilous. Bert would usually be here to plug his channel, Steam, Steel, and Murder. But he's not here to do that. So check out his Twitch channel Tuesdays and Fridays. He's got a stream every other Sunday. He does Shadowrun. I'm in that. Some Saturdays he does Cyberpunk Red. And you can also check out his podcast, Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com, for like 11 or 12 years of actual play tabletop goodness. So yeah, that's all I got. Anyone else got anything? No? I'm going to slowly talk. Oh, God damn it. That is amazing. So yeah, until we see you next time, in the words of Moby.